各位網民、各位 Peter 神嘅支持者同埋雷神嘅支持者，真係好榮幸啦！咁今期嘅即係2021-2022嘅 Horse Racing Season 嘅馬季咧就係開始啦。好開心咧，莫雷拉咧會同我哋做一個係訪問啦，將會係有2個 part 嘅。其中咧第一個 part 咧係講佢點樣咧係 overcome 佢嘅即係心理上啊，同埋咧舊年輸咗個冠軍騎師俾阿潘頓，點解會輸咧？同埋點樣今年點解佢可以咧攞翻冠軍？同佢攞翻冠軍之後嘅感想係點樣
？First of all, Peter, thanks for having me on the show.
Yes.
It seems to be, it feels like a shame for me to have to open such a subject of my personal issues, you know? And of course, it is something that I wish to nobody. It's not very nice to go through. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people having to deal with this problem around the world.
Yes.
And it's no doubt a subject that people should be talking more often, because there is people out there that need so badly help and they're not getting, and kind of helps that it's out there available.
Yes.
You know? But fortunately I've gone through this, and what I can say is I felt that I wasn't going to be able to get out of that.
Okay.
And at the same time that I'm saying that I overcame the issue, I know it's going to come back eventually.
Right.
But once I did overcome for the first time, I feel now I'm strong enough to overcome it once again.
If it comes back again.
When it comes back. And as I said, I do know that it's going to come back. When I feel down, when I feel weak, I'm sure I'm going to find ways to overcome this situation once again.
莫雷拉佢話咧就係咧，其實咧上一屆即係唔係啱完咗佢攞冠軍嗰屆，係上一屆咧佢係呢個係喺佢嗰個過程裏邊咧，其實咧佢受嘅係苦創咧，唔單止係即係身心，仲係咧係心理上嘅，唔係話即係皮肉啊嗰啲受傷啊，而係心理上咧佢係要 overcome。英文咧叫做 twisties。我一陣咧再同你講講 twisty 呢一個奧妙嘅字嚇，一個係體壇嗰啲精英常遇到嘅挫折嚟嘅。This year you overcome all those difficulties, and then you got champions, all in Derby and in your jockey championship.
I first felt kind of not wanting to do things anymore. I didn't want to get out.
That bad?
I didn't want to meet people. I didn't want to go to work.
Oh.
And there was contribution of not just that, but also injuries that I've been having lately.
Yeah, right.
And also, when you start feeling that way and actually you put in practice, like me not going to work or not doing your work properly, things already start going not as well as it should be.
Yes, of course.
Once I figured it out, things wasn't working as well. I had to try to do things differently. So then I tried a few different things, like doing the race that didn't work out. And then eventually in my mind, I start hesitating. Well, okay, if I try again or try a new thing, it's not going to work again. And all of a sudden, instead of trying new things, I was not trying. I was afraid of trying. And those kind of hesitation, it cannot happen during the races.
Yes, it cannot.
So all of a sudden, my performance as a rider, it went poor. It went not as good as it could be. All of a sudden, I had people start being critical and criticizing me.
Yeah, right.
And that also contributed for me not to even try again. I was just trying to hide myself from others because I was afraid of getting criticism.
Right.
So that went on. I felt horrible. I felt so bad, and everything started going wrong.
Okay.
At my job and also at home, because when you're not feeling well psychologically, you kind of pass it on to your family. And that's what happened to me. I kind of expressed that I was not happy to my wife, and she also started feeling unwell.
Okay.
Start feel unhappy.
Because she's close to you.
She's very close to me.
She knows that you are unhappy and you are no confidence, things like that. But Joe, one thing though, during those time, is it last season or also the current racing season beginning?
It's not the time frame. The time frame written on that article that people are talking about.
Yeah.
It's not the right one.
Okay.
It's actually been maybe 3 seasons ago. And what I can add to you, and you will remember, there was a period of time that I started losing hair. So that means I was under so much stress and depression that even physically, visually, you could see when I start having big holes on at the back of my head. That's one of the first signs that people could see that something was not normal with me. And that just didn't last for a short period of time. It lasted for so long, and I only figured it out that I needed help after a long period of time.
Okay.
Maybe after 12 months. That means from when I start having the symptoms and when I really found out, it went on for a long period of time.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, I went to the jockey club and I expressed to them that I wasn't happy, I wasn't feeling well, and I needed help. And actually, the jockey club acted very nice and polite and straightforward. They provided me support.
Right.
But the support that I was provided to me, even if they were thinking was what I needed, actually didn't help very much. And I also done a mistake of not reporting that to them. Said, look, this support that you provide me, it's not helping. So then this subject raised on the article the other day actually bring the concept of the issue more bright, and to everybody else to know that
realize there's such thing.
No matter who you are, it can be the most successful person.
Okay, now Joe, it's about the crucial subject that I think all Hong Kong, Joe Moreira supporter, all the punters, and all the journalism, the jockey, journalists, they want to know how you conquer all these hurts and psychological handicap and become winners again.
Of course, I did look for help. And that was a crucial point. When you feel you're down, you gotta look for help, and that is help. That is ways to go make it, turn it around.
Yes, right.
Initially, I wasn't getting the help that I needed, but maybe some people needs different kind of helps individually. And the first one that was very effective to me was when my wife, after having a conversation with me, she asked one of the priests from Macau to come over and speak to me in Portuguese. And he actually kind of switched on a light in my mind with regards that when you're down, you have to look for spiritual help. That's the first step that I start feeling better. Once this priest came to talk to me and start telling, this is not the end of the world. What you have done, you should be very proud of what you've done already, and you don't have to put that much of pressure on yourself. And also, it kind of made me look into myself and believe that I got it. Everything I've done wasn't
fluke.
Wasn't by luck.
Fluke.
It was a hard work, and I should just believe that I could carry on doing the same thing that I've done in the past. And another crucial point which it might be even more important from my point of view, is a friend of mine, very close friend of mine, that I open up this subject. He actually said to me,
"You play football with you?"
No.
No. Okay.
I won't say his name because I don't think
No
he
need.
would like to be mentioned.
Right,
But when he hears this interview, he's going to know he's the one that has spoken about it. Anytime that you feel sad or upset and wanting to hide away from things, or you don't believe on your therapy, on yourself or whatever, go and look for somebody else to help. Try to help somebody, because then
open up yourself.
You don't get the point. Go and help somebody.
Right.
You help somebody. So that means you will easily figure it out that there is so many people around the world having bigger problem than yours.
Okay.
It's just us being selfish, looking at ourselves, and making our problems, which sometimes may not be the biggest,
Right.
but we make our small problem be the biggest problems in the world.
Right.
So it's just human being selfish, right?
Yes.
Once you step out and look for others, try to help others, you kind of figured it out that your problem is actually very small compared to others.
Okay.
So it means sometimes taking that action, you're just giving time to the problem. And sometimes the problem just needs time, and it's going to sort it out by itself.
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
There's a side Chinese saying too. Time will solve problem. Is that what you mean? Right?
Yes, and also it's so obvious that nothing lasts forever.
Okay.
The same way that you're feeling sad and upset and unhappy today, it's gonna go away. As any human beings in life must have had some happiness time.
Oh, sure.
Everybody else has been walking on the clouds, sitting on top of the moon.
Right.
Hasn't it gone past by? Things hasn't changed. Of course it has changed.
Okay.
So nothing like time passing by. It's gonna be changing for sure.
All right.